Hey guys, OG Albina here, bringing us yet another Pokemon Champion video. Today we're going to be showcasing a Mega that I haven't used yet, and I don't know why, because it's so unbelievably strong right now, that it's going to be Mega Gengar. Now, I didn't build this team. I got this off of the VGC repository, like a big Google document. The person whose team this is built by is, I think it's like Code Centric, I think is the name of the gentleman who built it. Or Gentlewoman, I'm not 100% sure, but big shouts to them for this. It's a pretty fun offensive team built around like Gengar Komodo as like kind of the main offensive core. Then you have disruption tools and like support pieces like Incineroar, Maushold, Rotom, and then a Scarf Basculegion as you do, because that guy is incredible. Here are the EVs for the team. You can also see the team ID up there as well if you want to use the team yourself. And yeah, we're going to get some games and kind of give some thoughts on Mega Gengar. It's a Pokemon I haven't used much yet, so I'm curious to see how it feels and how I do with it. I think it's a Pokemon that requires a little bit of skill and positioning and being smart with your Shadow Attack and keeping your Gengar healthy and things like that. But as long as we can do so, I think we'll be in a good spot. If you guys do enjoy today's video, be sure to drop a like on it as well as sub to the channel. On my way to 10k subs, and I can really only reach that goal with your help. And yeah, let me know what you want to see me use next. If there's a specific team or a specific Mega you want to see me use, let me know. I'm more than happy to give it a go. But yeah, with that being said, let's jump into some games. All right, first game here, pretty interesting one. You can see there's a Sneasler behind me. Thank goodness I'm terrible at the settings and I'm a little see-through, because I can see the Sneasler and you guys can't too. But some like Trick Room with Sneasler plus and like Mon's like Mega Glalie, in fact, which is low-key terrifying. I'm kind of running out of time because I tried to fix my settings really quick there. So we'll see how this ends up going. I'm not super confident in this lead. I do kind of like my Mega Gengar plus Incin lead. I do like my Komodo in the back. If I can set that thing up a little bit later, we'll be in a great spot. And I think it's probably going to be Maushold just for some like redirection and things of the sort. And yeah, to maybe help facilitate that Komodo just a little bit better. But yeah, Mega Gengar does look pretty strong. Intiming the likes of the what do you call it? Glalie is obviously going to be really important and kind of slowing that guy down, as they likely want to click like Boom plus Trick Room on the Oranguru, if I had to guess, right? That's got to be the click. Yeah, that's got to be the click. It's gonna definitely be like Telepathy, Oranguru, Explosion, and then like trying to set up Trick Room. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that can be the case here. That's the only thing that can happen here. Inner Focus Glalie. That's a little annoying. Can't lie to you. Cannot lie to you. What I think I have to do is I think it's going to be Throat Chop. This can also just be a Protect here, right? I think we can be smart and just Protect. I don't think this is Inner Focus Oranguru, right? Like, obviously, I can't flinch Inner Focus Oranguru. Wait, I can literally see if it was Inner Focus or not. It's not Inner Focus, yeah, because it would have been immune to Intim as well. Yeah, we're just going to fake out the Oranguru and ensure that Trick Room doesn't immediately go up, is basically how we're going to do things. We're going to Protect on our Mega Gengar just to not get blown up by said Explosion, and we really need to stop this, at least initial Trick Room here. Here's the Mega Glalie. Really cool to see Mega Glalie, by the way. This guy's awesome. The singles player in me is very happy to see big agency member Mega Glalie. So we'll Protect here. And we'll fake out into this other guy. We just want to avoid the Explosion here, right? Here's the Explosion. So Glalie is going to go down. We'll take this with Incineroar at least, which is nice. We'll take it with Incineroar. Yeah, we take it quite well. This Incineroar is going to be a Chople variant. So, just something to keep in mind. We're not going to get our Citrus back here. It's a little unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Bare minimum, here's a stop of the flinch. And I think from here, it's just going to be probably a double attack into the Oranguru slot, as Araquanid is going to be the switch-in of choice. Honestly, though, what we can kind of do is I do low-key like Sludge Bombing and Parting Shotting. This might seem a little silly into the Araquanid. But getting the attack drop on this guy is actually going to be very, very big for us. It's going to be huge for us because it's going to allow our Komodo to take it on a little bit better. And if we can get a poison, we'll be in a really good position. So we'll Sludge Bomb. Get off good damage. Give me a poison. Beautiful. Beautiful from Mega Gengar there. We're definitely going to see a Trick Room go up here, right? Which is honestly completely fine. There's no Clear Amulet in the game, so you don't have to worry about that. We're going to see White Herb. No White Herb. Okay. It's probably on the Sneasler, right? And we'll get into Komodo here. Surf. Oh, wow. It's special. Okay. Holy crap, that did a lot to Komodo. Crit. Okay, well. What are you gonna do? Little unfortunate there, right? A little unfortunate. Okay. So from here, I do think it's just a Sludge Bomb and a Oranguru. I mean, we can honestly protect on Gengar, though, right? Like, it's probably just a Protect turn. And a Clanging Scales. Right? Get off some big damage. We'll live 2 Protects as long as, or 2 Surfs as long as we don't get, like, you know, crit on one of these instructed Surfs, so we should be okay. The Surf is very interesting. That's not what I expected. Special Araquanid next to the guy is pretty interesting. Is it going to be Psychic, though? I guess if this is Psychic, that's bad. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this seems fine, though. Because we're going to be able to hit this pretty hard. Awesome. So we live. Very nice. And now it's a matter of, can this live? This plus poison? It can't. That's great for me. Oh, getting a crit on the Oranguru is also nice. It is Citrus Oranguru, so I could have doubled up into it and, like, gotten a big KO with Sludge Bomb plus Throat Chop. Maybe it would have lived that, though, with the Citrus Recovery. It might have just lived that. It depends on how much Sludge Bomb did. Awesome, so they're going to forfeit. Cool. Yeah, I mean, well positioned, right? We were able to play around the Trick Room and not even really worry about Trick Room going up. The Mega Glalie was something that threw me off. I was a little worried about that, but I think we made the right and correct plays there. So, yeah, that's great. Let's jump into our next one. All right, we'll see how we actually do against a team like this. We're actually going to be playing into some opposing Perish here, which is a little bit worrying. We'll see how we do. I do think that, like, my Gengar plus Instant Lead is just very comfortable here, alongside Basculegion. Honestly, plus Komodo seems really strong. If I can get Komodo set up, we can really, really start to exert some offensive pressure. Yeah, there's not much that takes on Komodo here, right? The combination of Clanging Scales plus Aura Sphere is really powerful alongside Gengar being able to just kind of like Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball everything. So that's obviously great. And we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. I wonder if they'll think of the same thing. We have 2 Pokemon that can get out here of, like, Perish on lead, which is obviously really nice. They're actually just going to go Ninetales Gengar on lead, which is honestly fine with me as well. Yeah, honestly, totally fine with me as well. We'll int him. Let's see who's faster. Let's see who's faster. I do want to just Sludge Bomb this Ninetales immediately and pop a really strong Throat Chop into the Gengar. We can also pop a Fake Out into the Ninetales. Yeah, you know what I think is a little bit safer? Is we can protect and then pop a Fake Out into Ninetales. That just seems a little bit safer, guaranteed. Because we can bring a Sash on Ninetales, and we'll also get a little bit of information kind of gauging whether or not our Gengar is going to be faster than their Gengar. We have a decent amount of speed, but we are modest on our Gengar, and we're not max modest, too. So, we'll see. We'll see. Breaking a Sash on Ninetales would be, like, absolutely huge, though. Because that's going to allow me to position pretty comfortably this next turn. Big Legion. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Wish I popped the Sludge Bomb at least. They are going to be faster on their Gengar, which is something to keep in mind. Could be potentially pretty bad for me. Or it's a speed tie, but I'm gonna be willing to bet that they're faster. So the good hard Legion play. They're gonna protect as well. So I mean, kind of a nothing turn, but they get a lot of momentum here, getting into their Legion for free. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. We'll see what we can do. I think I do just want to double into their Gengar, though. I want to try and do some damage to this guy. I'm going to double into Legion because I don't think they can KO me with 50 base power Lash or Specs. They can attack into my Instant if they want. But I also should live any hit from their opposing Gengar. Especially if they're, like, timid, right? And the implication is that they're timid. It is going to be a flip turn. That's fine. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just knocked over my system as I'm playing there. Hopefully that doesn't destroy the video too much. Alright, we're good. Sorry about that, y'all. A little bit of a scuffed game. A little bit of a scuffed game. That's what we get here on the OG Albina channel. A very raw, raw and official play. They do just double the Gengar, which is very unfortunate. We are just going to lose it, and I think that might be game. We'll see, but I think that might be game. I think that might be game. Okay, there's going to be a really strong Throat Chop. Now from this position, I think we're still fine, though, because I think this is a really strong flip turn, plus Flare Blitz. Honestly, it's flip turn plus Parting Shot, actually, because this covers the Basket Legion coming back in. We will weaken it, get into our Komodo, and then we can pivot back into our Incineroar if we need to. Our way of winning this game now is going to be winning with Komodo. Now, whether or not we can do that is to be seen. We will see. Not super confident in that regard, but we'll see. We'll see, right? They've done a lot of damage to their Gengar. They're just going to go ahead and protect. They're going to go ahead and protect. Blizzard. Fine, neither of these Pokemon are going to take much damage in that regard. There's no freezes. Awesome. I just shouldn't have said it out loud. I just shouldn't have said that out loud, unfortunately. Oh, man. That's, like, unbelievably awful. Because what I could do the next turn is do flip turn out on the Gengar slot, and I get a free Clanger's Soul the turn afterwards. Now I'm going to have to basically sack my guy to get this to pop. Or I can unthaw. You know, that is an option. We can unthaw. And if I unthaw, there's a chance. But shout out to Blizzard. I mean, and that's like what the play they're going for is too, which is like extra frustrating. But what can you do, right? What can you do? Give me a big unthaw here. A big unthaw. A massive unthaw, in fact. The biggest unthaw you've ever seen. They've nerfed freeze. Nope. Awesome! Awesome, 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 awesome. Pokemon, right? Pokemon, right? Okay. Fuck, man. Okay, that's really frustrating. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Alright. Maybe this is still enough. Maybe this is still enough. We'll see. We're gonna pop a big fake out here into the Ninetales. And we're going to Clanger Soul. We're going to hope for the best. We're going to Clanger Soul and we're going to hope for the best. It's not looking great, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry. Oh, man. That's a tough one. That's a tough one, right? What can you do, though? Because I think my position was fine there, right? Like, I think I can totally bring this back with Basket Legion in the back still. I think I can totally bring this back with Basket Legion in the back still. But hey. But hey, what can you do? There's going to be a fake out. And there's a Parasong, and that's going to be game. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate, right? What can you do? We flip turn out there, we kill it, we fake out, we Clanger Soul, and there's a shot, right? There's a shot, but what can you do? What can you do? Yeah, I think I definitely like didn't position well with like my Gengar being a little bit slower than them, but that's all good. Let's jump into the next one. All right, it looks like we're playing into some Sun offense, which is pretty interesting, but with a Corviknight, which also worries me just a tad bit. It does worry me just a tad bit, so we'll see how we end up taking this on. I do like Gengar a lot here. I think Gengar is really strong, obviously, with no, like, with no actual Ghost Resist. what does worry me a little bit is going to be that Garchomp. To the point where I think, like, Gengar or Rotom lead is really powerful. Outside of potential, like, Venu lead, but we'll just have to kind of adjust and see how we want to handle that. And then on top of that, it can be, what, Incin... It can be Incin plus Komodo. It can also be Mousehold Komodo. I actually really like Mousehold a lot here. Being able to redirect into like a Komodo endgame does also seem very powerful. Though I will say this does like make me like super weak to a potential Gardevoir in the endgame, which is a little bit tough. I think what I want to do, as silly as it sounds, is I think we're going to go Mousehold plus Basculegion. There's no Ghost Resist on this team, so bare minimum, if I lose some pieces a little bit early, like Rotom, kind of like using it to weaken down a bunch of the opposing team's threats, we can maybe use like a Last Respect's endgame alongside like Follow Me and Friend Guard and things like that to put ourselves in an okay spot. It's going to be Garchomp Rotom, which makes sense. I think my team is pretty ground weak, right? Team is pretty ground weak. So what I do like doing here is just going to be a Mega and a Protect. I think it's going to be a Mega and a Protect, and just a Will-O-Wisp and a Garchomp. And just a Will-O-Wisp and a Garchomp. If it's Scarf Chomp, we need to be a little bit careful about just popping an Icy Wind immediately. Like, obviously, Icy Wind plus Hydro Pump should knock that thing out, but yeah, we'll see. So here's a Protect. Garchomp is going to Dragon Claw. That's fine. I'll be able to live a double up. Of course. Awesome. Awesome. Really good one for me. Really, really good one for me. I think I do have to pop Icy Wind plus Hydro here. Oh, it's a tough one. It's a really tough one to miss, right? Because then Icy Wind Hydro is like super free this upcoming turn. And now it's not. It's Scarf on the Gengar. Awesome. We're going to lose our Gengar this turn, which is really unfortunate, right? We'll get rid of the Garchomp, which is good for our Komodo. But man, we're not getting the luckiest this live, huh? So we'll outspeed. We'll knock out the Garchomp. I mean, that's good at least, right? That's good at least. It was Scarf Chomp, so we've also eliminated like any other Scarfers potentially. Are they going to miss? Beautiful. Beautiful. Divine intervention. Divine intervention. We'll take it. Cool. It's going to trace this Levitate. It just traced Gardevoir. It wasn't even telepathy. Very interesting. We will Protect. And I think pop a Volt Switch, right? I think it's pop a Volt Switch into Gardevoir in case it is like a Sash variant, right? I think it'll be pop a Volt Switch into Gardevoir in case it's Sash. And then from there, we can pivot out into Mousehold and go from there. Yeah, I think Mousehold is totally fine here. Mega Guardy. That's bad. That's really bad. Don't Protect. Actually, if you Protect, it's actually good. Oh, dude. Oh, that's really bad. That's really bad. Maybe it is just a matter of I should double attacked. Oh, man. Trick Room's going to go up and I lose. Trick Room's going to go up and I do just lose, I think. I don't think there's much of it out. Yeah, that's looking bad. We're going to go Mousehold. Oh, there's going to be a Trick Room. It's going to be Trick Room. Oh. Okay, the Para? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. If the Para makes me slower. If the Para makes me slower. And we Encore this guy in. There's a shot. Damn it. It did not make me slower, and we just got crit. Wow, what a terrible game so far. This has been pretty unfortunate, guys. This has been pretty unfortunate, guys. I cannot lie to you. This has been a tough one. This has been a tough live. This has been a tough live. I don't quite know what I'm supposed to do about this. Yeah, I just really don't know what I'm supposed to do about this. It's pretty unfortunate. We'll try and pop a Protect here. We'll do our best, but this is looking like a loss. It's just a Hyper Voice plus a Volt, and the game is over. Man, oh man. Losing all that health on Gengar made this a little bit tougher as well, but what can you do, right? Thunderbolt, yeah, I mean, like, it's just going to be wraps. There's not going to be anything we can do. We are slower than Lagarde, which is very interesting. Psyshock into the Gengar slot. Very interesting. Okay, 2 more turns of Trick Room. Unfortunately, we're not Protect on this Legion, which is making this particularly difficult. I think this has to be a flip turn on the Rotom, and I think I have to sack my own Rotom this turn for there to be, like, any chance. I don't think there's a chance in general, to be honest with you. I don't think there's a chance in general, to be honest with you, but we'll see. You live. Show me a Psyshock here. See, it just should be a Hyper Voice, so we're just gonna lose. Yeah, I don't quite know why my opponent made the play that they did there, but it doesn't matter. We're getting pretty unlucky in this one. We're gonna keep trying to bounce back. It's only 3 games, so we'll see what we can do. Let's run it back here for another one. All right, today's the day of Gardevoir. We are playing an immediate Gardevoir Farigiraf team. I'm assuming this is Mega Guardy based on this team. It could be double Mega with like Arrow plus Guard, like as like a dual mode, which is a little bit annoying, but not the end of the world. Not the end of the world for sure. Now from this position, what do I like on lead? I think it is going to be like a combo of like Maushold plus Gengar. I think Maushold Gengar is going to be very strong. A combination of Super Fang plus Sludge Bomb is hopefully enough to handle this team. And then we go like Incin plus Rotom in the back line. We can also go... I actually don't hate Basculegion at all. I don't hate Basculegion at all. Actually, Basculegion plus Gengar on lead does seem very strong. And then we can go Maushold plus Rotom. And try and go for that endgame. I think that's completely fine. We'll see what we can do. So let's do it. Okay, Farig plus Incin. This is fine, at least, I think. What we're going to do is we're immediately just going to Mega Sludge Bomb and pop a Flip Turn into Farigiraf. If we can pop Poison into it, that's obviously going to be good. We can reposition into Maushold afterwards, which is nice. We can reposition into Maushold afterwards. So this is going to be like hard Trick Room plus Guard. It's just going to be difficult to deal with. Unfortunately, I don't know if this team has much for that combination in general. Double Mega Guard in a row is pretty crazy. I haven't played much Mega Guard at all in this entire game. It's a good Pokemon, but I have not played that Pokemon much at all. So we'll see. So you're going to see an immediate Basculegion. Oh, interesting. So this probably isn't a Trick Room turn then, yeah? This probably isn't a Trick Room turn then. I'd be very surprised if we saw a Trick Room, and if it is a Trick Room, I feel like we're fine. Regardless, this is going to be a Maushold turn, because it'll give us a nice little Friend Guard boost to our, Gengar, so we'll live a Psychic if that's what they elected to go for here. A lot of damage. Yeah, Psychic. It's fine. We'll spit F-Drop, but the Friend Guard is coming up super clutch here. We'll Sludge Bomb and pop a Follow Me. Just to keep the Basculegion away from us. If we can eliminate this Trick Room setter, it's going to put us in a good spot. So, we'll see. Follow me. Prevent any shenanigans from the Basculegion. We'll see if it's Scarf right here as well. It is going to be Scarf with a Flip Turn. That's totally fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. And what will we see coming on the other side? It's going to be an Incineroar again. Again, totally fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. We'll pop a Sludge Bomb. Knockout for Rig. Down it goes. Go. If Basculegion comes out, this is just going to be a double protect. Yep. We will protect. And protect. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. If we see a flip turn, we can just pop a Follow Me. And Shadow Ball into the Legion slot. As there shouldn't be a Ghost Switch in on the backside for my opponent. If we see like a Wave Crash, we will have to pivot out. We will have to pivot out. So nice little double protect. Fake Out. Plus Wave Crash. Honestly, though? What I'm wondering if I can do is I'm wondering if I can just pop a Shadow Ball into this Basculegion and Follow Me. Because they're locked into Wave Crash. They will kill my Mousehold, but I'll kill their Basculegion in return. And then my own Basculegion is Thanos, right? Then my own Basculegion is Super Thanos. They also can't Intim Shuffle me anymore. My Basculegion plus Rotom should win the game, right? Like, surely should just win the game. Boom. Down it goes. Perfecto. Cool. And our Gengar is going to go down here, but I think this was a proper trade. I think this was an okay trade. We're going to Flare Blitz. There we go. Totally fine. So, nice little double down. But again, we're tied 2-2, and they can't Intim me anymore, which is the big thing. And we have double water in the back. So, really not in that bad of a spot. Really not in that bad of a spot. Give me a Rotom. Gardevoir, the former Alpha. Now, what I am expecting here... This is where things get a little bit wonky, right? Is... If I pop, like... Because I really can't let Trick Room go up. Trick Room is, like, the only way I lose this game. So I'm wondering... I don't know if this is correct. I could just Wave Crash an Incineroar and, like, guarantee the KO there. But then I think I open myself up to just lose to Hyper Voice. So I think Last Respecting into the Gardevoir plus Hydro Pumping into the Incineroar is the correct play. Because if they protect, I should live a Throat Chop, right? I should live a Throat Chop. And that'll put me in an okay spot. And that'll put me in an okay spot. Did protect. Oh, I'm just bad. It's okay, just live. All I need to do is live this Throat Chop. All I need to do is live this Throat Chop. We do hit a Pump, which is nice. Oh my gosh, that's offensive. Oh, it's so offensive. Oh, I'm going to lose now. Oh, it's a crit. 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 Okay, so maybe it's not offensive. I just need to live this Throat Chop and I'm fine. Oh, that's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough. We're going to Last Respect into the Gardevoir slot again. And I think pop a Hydro Pump just in case. Though if this thing lives, it's not going to be on a super healthy amount. Yeah, it'll be a Volt. We need to secure that we hit. There's a Last Respects. Awesome. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. That's what I figured, right? With 150 base power, adaptability, Basculegion. Don't matter if I'm -1. That's going to kill that guy. So we could have just pumped, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. Incineroar simply will not be enough. Let's see if we made the right play. We did. They didn't kill me, so maybe they should have just gone for crit. Yeah, I think they should have just gone for crit then, probably. They're going to forfeit here. Yeah. So we beat Mega Gardevoir the second time. Didn't get super unlucky, and we beat the Mega Gardevoir. We're 2-2 on the day. I really do want to get you guys at least a positive record with the team, because I think it's fine. I think we've gotten pretty unlucky in our games today, to be completely honest. So let's run one more and see if we can end on a win. What the hell am I playing? I'm a little nervous, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little nervous. I'm just a tad bit nervous. I really am. I do not know what to expect here. What I think I actually really like here... Dude, is it no Mega Gengar? Mega Gengar doesn't seem super strong here. I know I need Incin. I know I need Komodo. I know I need Mousehole, right? Then it really is a toss-up over, like, what we get last. It can be Rotom. Rotom is really strong here, right? I think this is a no Gengar game. Now, this could be wrong. Like, in Gengar, Shadow Ball is technically very strong, right? Only Samurott that resists it, but we can Sludge Bomb. But we also can get Sucker Punched by it. Scizor doesn't hit, Bullet punches us. Golurk just blows us up. Ampharos, if it's Mega, blows us up. The, what do you call it? Hippo blows us up. Yeah, I think this is like a... I think this is a no Gengar game. This is like the weirdest team of all time. All right. I might get my ass beat by it. We'll see. Look at their like 3 like focus mons. It's Belly Bolt, Slowking, and Abomasnow. This is terrifying. I don't know what to expect right here. Really at all. We'll see. I am feeling a Clangorous Soul here. I think Clangorous Soul plus a Follow Me, just to not get Ice Punched, seems really strong. Follow Me plus a Clangorous Soul does seem very strong. So that's what we're going to go for right here. That's what we're going to go for. I don't know what to expect. I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little nervous. We'll see. I'm a wee bit nervous. Oh, man. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll at least get a free Komodo turn here, right? Unless they, like, Protect plus Earthquake, which is a little bit annoying, but... No, they don't Protect. Okay, so it's probably not going to be an Earthquake. It's just a regular Golurk. It's not Mega. I'm really nervous about that. Don't freeze me. Ceaseless Edge. Spikes go up. Fucking spikes go up. Okay. Now how are we going to handle this? I do think that this is just going to be a Rotom play here. And I do think I just want to pop an Aura Sphere into the Samurott and pop a Hydro Pump into Golurk. I think it's pretty simple. I don't expect Sash Samurott. I could be wrong. I don't expect Sash Golurk. This should just be a double KO. If we could pop a double KO, we're going to be in an okay spot. Alright, if we could pop a double KO, we're going to be in an okay spot. Aura Sphere. Down it goes. Beautiful. Now we just need to hit this Hydro Pump. Maybe it was a little bit safer to Will-O-Wisp just because it hits more and we'll guaranteed live the hit. Is it Scarf? Okay. Die? That's Scarf Golurk? Is it just max speed Golurk? What is happening? What is happening? Alright. This should be okay, though. This should be okay. What we're going to do is we're going to pop a Protect here. And yet another Hydro Pump into the Hippowdon slot. And we should be able to Clangorous Soul plus Hydro Pump the next turn and be fine. There's an Ice Punch. Okay, Hydro Pump. We just knock it out. That's great. I mean, I'll take that, right? From full? Oh, it was a crit. I was going to say from full, we didn't kill the Golurk, but we killed the Hippowdon? Okay. Rotom is Super Thanos right now. Rotom is like Omega Thanos. Great. And it's going to end to a forfeit. You know what? It was a weird one. But we'll take the win. We've beaten the Slowking guy who didn't have a Slowking Tamer. We'll take it. It gives us a second win. Puts us almost back up to 2100. We've fallen off. I haven't played much the last couple days, so we've dropped out of Master 1, basically. But hey, again, we'll take it. We're going to move to a 3-2 record on the day. We're able to showcase the Komodo a little bit. We saw it do some pretty crazy damage there. I think you guys get the idea between Mega Gengar, keeping it healthy with, like, Friend Guard, obviously having, like, Encore and Follow Me and things like that, having the balance core of, like, Redirection plus Rotom. And Incin is really strong. And then obviously like Basket Legion to clean up endgames, which we saw once as well. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop a like. If you're new here, drop a sub. And let me know what you're going to see me use next. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.